One missing child is one too many. This was quoted by John Walsh. Imagine yourself walking into a convenience store and looking to your left, and you see a flyer with big bold words that say missing. You usually wouldn't think anything of it, so at first you just glance at it. But what if I were to tell you that this was one of your family members or even one of your friends? Then how would you look at it? According to AmberAlert.com, a child in the United States goes missing every 40 seconds. This would be equivalent to any of us in here putting our notebook away in our book bag, getting out of our seat, throwing our book bag over our shoulder, and then walking out the door. Today, I'm here to inform you about a topic that occurs daily, Amber Alerts. I'm going to explain on how the system works, how broadcasting has developed over time, and some statistics resulting from Amber Alerts. We all know what an Amber Alert is. It's when a child usually goes missing or if a child has been kidnapped. What we don't know is that we don't put too much thought into how it's processed. I'm first going to explain how the system works. The reason the Amber Alert system started was because of a 9-year-old girl named Amber Hagerman. She was from Arlington, Texas, and was abducted in 1996, according to Robert Waters. As stated in Knickerbocker's article, How Successful Have They Been?, the acronyms for Amber stand for America's Missing Broadcast Emergency Response. The Amber Alert is active in all 50 states, including Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, and the District of Columbia. Each state has its own criteria in issuing Amber Alerts. According to the United States Department of Justice, the Amber Alert can only be issued if certain criteria are met. This would include if a child is under the age of 17 years or younger, if there is a reasonable doubt that an abduction has occurred, if the child and captor's motives can be described, and then it is put into the National Crime Investigation Center. After this is processed, it is sent over broadcasting and can be heard or seen through television, radios, or even over your smartphones. This includes how it has developed over time. Amber Alerts have been appeared on milk cartons, flyers, highway signs, and is now becoming over social media. Knickerbocker says in his article that companies such as Google, Yahoo, AOL, and Facebook, and even lottery tickets issue out Amber Alerts. Alexis Kleinman from the Huffington Post wrote that with 1.35 billion monthly Facebook users, including 57% of the United States adults, that Amber Alerts are going to be issued on everyone's newsfeed and smartphones. And if you've ever received an Amber Alert on your smartphone, you could say that it has a distinct tone and vibration to it, such as this. And the reason for this is that it lets you know that there's a warning out there. And prior to the old system, you had to go online and sign up for Amber Alerts. And now that since almost everyone has smartphones, it's distributed through the Wireless Emergency Alert Program, and that's where it's through the cellular towers, and it's only in the affected area, so you don't get them from like California or Ohio or anything like that. Since this media is evolving, as of August 24th, 2015, Amber Alerts have helped save 772 children. Now that I told you about how broadcasting has developed, I'm going to inform you on some statistics resulting from Amber Alerts. On average, 90,000 people alone are missing at any given time. Almost every year, 800,000 children are missing alone in the United States. This was quoted from Jennings Brown. Brown implies that out of all these cases, only 0.3% are issued as Amber Alerts. She also implies that a study done in 2013 resulted that 194 cases, including 243 children, only met the Amber criteria. 50 children were found within direct help, 28 kids were found within 3 hours, 14 kids were found within 6 to 12 hours, and 11 kids unfortunately were found deceased. The Office of Justice Program states that a report done in 2002 reported that 797,501 children went missing in a year given time. Out of all of these cases, 203,900 children only met the Amber criteria, were reported as family abductions. SFNAN defines that family abductions are where a parent or a family member kidnaps the child for any length of time, and they usually flee out of states or overseas. And most people wouldn't consider this child endangerment since it's with a family member, but reports show that the motive for family abductions isn't for the love of the child, it's for the revenge of another parent. Also, SFAN quotes that with 1 million children with parents going through a divorce each year, that up to 5 million children are at the risk for a family abduction. I've explained to you how the system works, how broadcasting has changed, and statistics resulting from Amber Alerts. It's an important fact that we all know what goes on in the United States and other countries. The fact that there are so many families with missing children should be able to tell you that this is a serious problem, and the number is only slowly declining.